matshwenyeho re hapeletsa ke mathata re hapeletsa ke tlala oh rio ripo oh matshwenyeho ba le setseng rapelang fela rio ripo ta mathata salile fela ke thapelo.
Lovely listeners, once again you are welcome to this wonderful show, the CTEC show on the CTEC Agri Tele. Today is 5th of August 2022 in the year of our Lord. And this morning we are privileged to be at the residence of Nii Kakaban the First, Tantra Hill Manche. We are in his residence this morning, of course, to have a chit-chat interview with him. And of course, we're going to talk at length once he is a Manche. And the Ghans too also have a peculiar celebration or festival that they celebrate almost every year. That is, I'm talking about Homo. We're going to dive into that, of course, for him to give us the historical background of that particular festival. And besides, you also get to know who he really is, apart from his two names. He also actually did very well, or he contributed his quota to socio-economic development as far as sports and other issues are concerned. He was once a footballer, of course. If you don't know, I'm telling you. And today he's here. We also get into that because in life, we all strive to achieve a better life ahead of us. So this morning, like I said, we are in his residence. And it's a privilege, of course. It's a privilege. It's really a privilege to be with such a great Manche, of course, to have this kind of interview with him. My name is Collins Nana Ajiman. Of course, you can also call me Don Collinto. And this program is also being telecast live on CTEC Agri Tele, and of course all the other affiliate institutions. So thank you very much. But before I go to Nana, or probably we start the interview, let me quickly acknowledge our sponsors, those who normally help me a lot to bring out these particular programs. And I'm talking about Citizen Eye Ghana. Yeah, Citizen Eye Ghana, the president is Alex Kwekutete, and of course all the executives who actually team up. Citizen Eye Ghana came out as a result of the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, his first inaugural speech when he was elected the President of the Republic of Ghana. One of his statements that he made categorically was that we should all be citizens and not spectators. That was when Citizen Eye was born out from that. And ever since, they are really doing very well. And of course, now we have CTEC TV. We have CTEC Agri, Barrister Logistics. They also deal in cars, luxury cars, of course. So anytime that you are looking for any luxury car to buy, then all roads leads to Barrister Logistics. Then Citizen Eye Ghana Agri Session. They also make sure that they will facilitate loans for you, more especially the young entrepreneurs, and for that matter, those who want to enter into farming ventures. Just go and see them, and they will make sure they will facilitate loans for you to, get all the agricultural equipment that you need to establish your farm, being it commercial farming, subsistence farming, or any other thing otherwise. They are there to help. Then we also have CTEC Transport. They are also doing very well in your communities, constituencies, and your districts, wherever along the globe, or let's say along the country, all the 16 regions. If you are facing any transportation challenges, just go to them and of course discuss your issue with them. They will be able to give you a brand new mini bus, fully air-conditioned bus, just to apply within the enclaves to help these trading activities, marketing, buying and selling activities to go on smoothly in order to also boost our economy. So if you are actually encountering some kind of a problem, just take this opportunity and go and see CTEC Transport. They will be very, very happy to see you. Of course, it's not free, but they are also contributing their quota to socio-economic development, as I said. These are the organization which normally help me to bring out this particular program on the CTEC TV. Okay, so let me also thank my cameraman, Mr. Mills, who also is a cameraman who makes sure that at least We have a sound quality, picture quality, video quality. Samuel Aliaso is the executive producer, of course, of this particular program. And of course, all the executives of the Citizen Eye, and a good morning to you, most especially you, my cherished viewer across board. When I say across board, I'm talking about the whole world. I believe you are all watching us live here. So thank you very much. So like I said, let me set the ball rolling. Nana is already set, as you can see him. He has actually dressed in the full regalia, and that is the red, what do you call it, the smoke. He told me off camera before we even start the show that is their color, and for that matter. He looks very nice, and that makes me always feel being proud to be an African. Yes, because we have a rich culture here. So Nana is here, so let me quickly go to him and welcome him. Nana, you are most welcome to this our program that we have on CTEC TV this morning.
Thank you very much. May God bless you. I'm so glad that you always have some cordial relationship with me to assist me in my kinship.
Okay, all right. Nana, thank you, and you are welcome. It is my sole responsibility to do that. But like I said earlier on, such opportunity can never be granted to anybody. So if I've gotten the opportunity, I must thank you. I must thank you, Nana. Thank you so much.
I also thank you very much.
Okay, all right. Okay, Nana, your stool name is Nii Kakaban the First, Tantra Hill, Manche. And Tantra Hill is a suburb of Greater Accra region. Nana, let us go into your profile. Let us go your biological profile a bit before probably we come into the talk about or know the historical background about how Homo Festival actually even came about. Because sometimes it becomes a hearsay, even all the guys migrated from the Ile-Ife, from the Nigeria, all the way from Nigeria. Sometimes we do hear some of this, and we don't know how true it is. But now that we've gotten you, definitely we're going to hear such kind of thing. But before that, Nana, what is your real name before you came to actually got this Nii Kakaban the First, which happened to be your stool name? Tell us a bit about who is Nii Kakaban the First.
Nii Kakaban the First, aka Douglas Tego.
Douglas Tego, yeah.
My real name, which before I was installed, or I was stooled,
okay.
is Douglas Nii Amatego, a great grandson of Tekudin family.
Wow.
I belong to Agbo and Friponwood family, which one of the existing families which have to be installed the paramountcy of Asren. So I belong to that family.
Okay.
And like you are trying to find out today, I would like to give you a few history about me.
That is it.
Concerning my childhood.
That's it. And we appreciate that.
I have now.
Okay, Nana. Let's go.
I was born in Friponwood.
Friponwood. Okay. Nana, continue.
One of the side of Asren stool. And we have Friponwood and Agbo. And I was born in one of the houses.
Okay.
My mother and my father both are family members.
Oh, okay.
And my grandfather, my great grandfather comes from my mother's side, comes from Abri.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm also a lawyer in Abri sector.
Oh, I see.
The Jasehini sector. And I grew in Agbo. That's my father's family in the palace.
Oh, okay.
In the royal palace.
Okay.
Until I was 15 years, I was given to my uncle to stay with in Kaneshi, the Asermanje Palace.
I see.
So I was living in that palace as a caretaker of the palace.
Oh, okay.
When I was playing football, I was one of the caretakers in that palace, the Aser Paramount Chiefs Palace, for almost 20 years.
Oh, wow. That's wonderful.
And I love my family very well, the Asen family, entire Asen family. They also love me very well. They always call me Nii because they know I'm somebody who has to come and take over a kingship in the future. And regard to that, I know how I does my things so that it may reflect a good life in the future.
A true picture of
a royal. And I thank God today that He has put me at a place where my family have recognized me, what I can do in the family.
Oh, okay.
And they put me at Tantra Hill
Oh, okay.
as a chief to take care of the place.
Wow.
And within the setup, we have few tanks around with the chiefs and other people around here. We are all cordial because we know ourselves as a family people.
Wow.
We meet sometimes to organize ourselves and plan how very well we can make the next future of our small cities.
Okay. Well, Nana, thank you. You are still watching CTEC Agri Tele. This is the CTEC show, of course. Like I told you earlier on, we are at the residence of Nii Kakaban the first, and his real name, as he mentioned, was Douglas Nii Tego. And when you hear that name, you need to a bell supposed to ring in your ears, because he has been to be a great footballer. I think I once happened to know that he joined Accra House of Folk. Now let me leave that one for you. So with all this, being a royal person, you were taken to Kaneshi, and over 2 decades that you were practicing, because definitely you knew, or the family knew, one day you rise to become a manche. And of course, as you rightly said, that means all this training that you passed through over there, at the end of the day, it yielded a positive result. Now let us quickly go into your sports career. You being a footballer, how were you able to medal the two? You being a footballer, because you're supposed to go for training here and there, and even at your profession too, or with your profession too. Definitely it was happen that you even travel outside the country, and I believe it's happening. Now tell us a bit about that.
Like I told you, at the age of 15, I was supposed to be with my uncle at Kaneshi Palace, and by then my family doesn't want me to play football. They say royals don't play football.
Don't just do.
They have to groom me for the next future. But on certain thing, when I was doing well at my course, until I went to the Tantra school, Emit Electronics.
Oh, Emit, yes, I think I've heard that.
I think my second year, I was awarded scholarship.
Oh, okay.
And in so many other things, and I have to participate with the team, the football team. And on that, we play series of matches with the academicals, and then us supporters saw me, and they told me they would like to enroll me to the us reserve team, that the second team. So I didn't even mind them by then. When I came home on vacation, Peter Lanti was my how do I call it? He's married to my cousin sister.
Oh, the Peter Lamte that we all know.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He was married to my sister.
Oh, I see.
I normally on vacations when I come, I goes to him, clean his place, do few things, because I love football.
Wow, definitely, yes. Okay.
And one day we were having a discussion, and I told him, I was a good footballer. And so, what am I telling him? Is it true? I said, yes, I was a great footballer from the coast. And it's okay. He would like to
just put you to test and see that ability.
Fortunately, there's a big time match in off-season match which normally plays in Accra Community Center.
Oh, okay.
We have some sector of teams in Accra, around Bukom, Manchagbona, Jamestown.
That enclave.
Yes,
okay, all right.
Which old players who have been playing for the big league, like Premier League, by then comes to play in the off-season. So I was picked by a scout to come and play for one of my teams, of that teams in Accra. I was playing for a team within my area. When I came for the first time, they say I'm a small boy, they can't put me into the game.
I see.
So they have a match against a club called Manchester United.
Oh, okay.
But then the other club, which they don't want to feed me as a young boy, the name is called Olias.
Olias.
It's two teams joined together.
They are all European teams.
No, yes. The team was set up in Accra that
okay.
But they've joined
they
the
just
name.
joined the name. Oh, okay,
Yes,
I've gotten you now.
Supporters who support that teams. Part come from Olympics, come from us.
Oh, okay,
so,
okay. You just blend the two.
The name.
That's right.
Together.
That's right. I've gotten you now.
As for the first time when I came, they were not able to put me into their setup.
Oh, okay.
So I was very angry because I know I can play better.
That's right.
So I left. The second time they have a cup match with Manchester United.
Okay.
But then Awulekwe, Benenankra, Amalai, and some few other players were also in Emit.
Oh, okay.
They were students in Emit.
Emit, okay.
And they know I can do best. And they are playing for the Man U team. So they brought me to be part of them.
Wow.
And it was so great that in the match I was able to shine.
Okay.
And I was the one who scored the winning goal for the team. And we won the cup. Manchester won the cup.
Wow.
So the Olias team people were so hungry that I belong to that area, and I've been against them in a certain sector.
Okay.
They went to my parents. They wanted to cause a lot of trouble.
Wow.
And my mother asked me not to come to the area again till few years.
That's for the problem to resolve.
Yes.
Before.
After the match, Peter Lante took me home and he gave me a football boot.
Wow.
And then he said I should come there on Tuesday for a letter to Asofo. But then Peter was in us.
Okay.
So I was there. I couldn't go that Tuesday, but I went Wednesday.
Yeah.
And he gave me a letter that I should give it to the AS coach. Arodamiti was the coach, and Jogate was the assistant by then.
By then.
By
Okay.
then.
All right.
So I went to the training grounds. I collected the letter on Wednesday. I went to the training ground on Thursday.
Wow.
When I went, as of folk, normally Thursdays and Fridays they have trial matches.
Oh, okay.
For the Sundays matches.
Okay.
So they put me second half at the reserve side.
Oh, okay.
And I was able to score the regular side 2 goals.
Wow.
To win the match. So the reserves won the 2 goals. When by then, us is having the biggest setup. One of the biggest setup in Ghana.
So you justify your inclusion.
I justify inclusion just one day.
Okay.
And that very day, as a folk management asked me to be with them to the team to camping.
Wow.
When I was not registered.
That was a very, very brilliant performance.
So I was saying to Achimota Girls Guy, but then us normally camp at Achimota Girls Guy.
Okay.
We were there that Friday night. The following morning, they arranged everything for me. And then the next Wednesday, I play a match.
Wow.
For Arora's match. The AS Division 2.
Okay.
But then I was hero in that match. I became the best player in that match.
Oh, okay.
So everything was set up. But then I was also in school. So they have to send letter to my school that as a folk assign me, and anytime they need me for camping, the school should allow me.
Allow you to just go, yes. Because, that was very important.
That was how I came to play Haas. I was in Haas for a few years. I was called to Meteors, and then the following year we were called to the Black Star team.
Wow.
After I think 78, 79, we were in Meteors.
Oh, okay.
Then after the 80 or so, when the Blaster won, they dissolved and then take some few players out of them.
Okay.
And then they brought us to the setup.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I won.
Oh, okay.
I won. We asked play against US Bilima in Accra Stadium.
Oh, okay.
And I had a crash with one of their defenders.
Oh, okay.
And I collapsed. So I was not able to play for.
So the degree of the injury by then was severe. Okay.
So I was not able to play. I couldn't go to Blaster camp for a few years.
It was quite unfortunate.
And fortunately, when I was healed, I had a contract with Leventis in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
Which the offer was so good. So I have to leave Ghana and go to
Nigeria. Okay.
For a season.
Wow.
When I came the following season, I had another contract with Africa Sport in Ivory Coast.
Oh, okay.
For 2 years.
Okay. Wow.
So I have to go to Africa Sport, living there for 2 years. And most of the time when they request for me to come, I couldn't get time to come to the Blaster squad because
You were fully assigned to that particular club in the
particular club in Ivory Coast.
Abidjan,
and they were taking good care of me.
Wow.
It was much grateful. I always have to thank them because they raised my image so high. So when I finished the contract, I came back here in Ghana. I wanted to play in France by then because they negotiate issue with me with Saint-Antoine. But I also came doing jogging one morning and a car knocked me down.
Hey,
but fortunately, on few times I was healed. But then the contract couldn't come on properly. So I left football for almost a year and over. After that, I think 1987 or so, I had a contract with Arab contractors in Egypt.
Arab contractors.
Yes, so I was in Egypt for a few months, but the agreement and payment was not quite clear by them, so I have to return back. So when I came back, I think 2 months later, I left to Germany. So I spent almost 6 years in Germany. I was in Bielefeld, playing my football career there. Doing my football career there by then. So I was living in Germany for almost 6 years. And I came back finally to play a match against RTU and Asofo, a Peugeot Cup final match, which Abedi was playing for RTU. I was also playing for Asofo. And at the end of the match, I won the match for us. I won the cup for us.
Wow.
That was my last match in Ghana. And I decided to have my own business because by then, during the time I was playing football, I was so very actively learning building construction. And I was able to have setups on my own, open a company on my own as a builder by profession, and dealing in properties, real estate developer, and all this. That is what I am until my family took hold of me and then put me at the place to take care of the place.
All right. Well, lovely viewers, you heard it all yourself. That was a very fantastic background as far as sports is concerned. So, Nana, congratulations to you once again. And I believe we will come back at the latter part of the show. We will come back to that, so we will conclude that. Yes. Okay. Nana, you finish. Let us wrap up with that one. So whatever you want to chip in, let's go.
Okay. For God's sake, I always thank God that when you check out from us list, I'm one of the us players who have scored many great goals for us.
Wow.
Yes. I've scored 15 great goals for us.
15?
Yes, 15 great goals.
Wow, congratulations.
Three scissor kicks. On the 89th minute goals.
Wow. 9 minutes.
9 minutes goals.
Wow.
Which helped us to qualify for 1979 Cup winners, African Cup, and champions of champions, us in 11 Whites, 2-0 goals in Accra. Us and Kotoko in Kumasi, 9 against 11. I was the one who scored the last minute goal. Us in Akutes in Akosumo, I did. Us in Azakes, the 89th minute goal. I've done great goals. I'm preparing to put up my setup in the future. I hope there are a few ones who will help me to build my book career in the future.
That's right. In fact, all of us will even join hands to help you bring out such kind of wonderful biography. It's very, very important. Nana, we thank you very much. Okay, we will come back to the sports in this thing, but after this commercial, then we go to the main historical background. We'll come back to that, so give me that opportunity. Well, lovely viewers, thank you very much. Like I said, you are still watching CTech TV, and this is the CTech show. Of course, we are at the residence of Nii Kakaban the first, who happens to be the Tantra Hill Manche. Tantra Hill is a suburb of Greater Accra region, and we are in his residence, and we started it all with his career. He has been to be a sports person, and he played Accra House of Folk, international games here and there, and of course, you heard all yourself. Now, let us go straight. Now that he has actually installed as Manche, Tantra Hill Manche, and of course bearing the name of Nii Kakaban the first. Homowo Festival is one of the popular festival among others that we all know. So every year around August, September, thereabout, that is when this popular celebration festival is being celebrated. And I think in no time we're going to have this year's one. Yes, probably that of last year, because of the COVID-19 that actually hit the country by then. Though you celebrated it, but it wasn't all that massive as we used to have it. Okay, now first of all, tell us, normally some philosophers are saying that any country that actually hasn't or they have lost their roots, it's become non-entity. Yes, we all have a historical background. Now, the word Homowo as a festival being celebrated among the Ghans, how did this Homowo even actually come into the existence?
Yeah. First of all, I will thank God that the year has come again today, and we are trying to celebrate what God has given to us as our link line. I will thank God very much on behalf of everybody, and then I ask blessing, total blessing for first people within my area in Tantra.
Okay.
Whoever lives in Tantra, may God bless you, that you may have a good knowledge about the area. You may shine and bring prosperous to our city. Okay. And then I will thank God once again on behalf of the Ghans, which you have to give us strength, courage, or needs to celebrate the Homowo, to make it so grand. As you are saying, we have a history that should back our knowledge, that people without the knowledge of their past history, their origin and culture, they are like trees without roots. Yeah. And we are dealing with our culture. Our culture as Ghans, we first have to acknowledge what God has done for us to a stage where we are in every time. Okay. And then we thank God for that. Once again, we have a culture which we started from where we derive from.
That's right.
We, as our great-grandfathers told us, that we have a link from Kush in Israel.
Kush. Okay.
In Israel.
Kush. I think it's going to be found in the Bible.
Yes.
Okay, Kush.
And with Kush, we have transitions from different countries, because we're going bit by bit and till we reach Accra.
I see.
This Homowo that we do is like fierce, which was done in Israel years back, centuries ago. And that is what our great-grandfathers told us. And at a certain time, the meaning of Homowo is like you don't have food, the little you have. You plant it, you grow it, and harvest it. And when you harvest, it becomes plenty. Yeah. And then making it plenty, you have to celebrate with whoever is with you, and then among those who are with you, to cherish the image of God or the goodness of God. Ghana Homowo is not a fetish. Okay. Yes, but it's culture.
It's culture.
Culture, heritage. Okay. And we normally use that Homowo. The main pivot that we are celebrating it year by year is to bring our people together. Okay, okay. What we came to see from our generation or our foundation, every year, by then, we don't have much cities or big cities like that. Okay. But our people from rural areas, from villages by then, now cities or now township, they all come together to Accra, and then we all celebrate together. All right. That creates unity among the Ghans, and it creates biggest open to the Ghans to be united, and does things very well.
Oh, okay. So Nana, if I can deduce from all what you just said right now, it's like the Homowo, the word Homowo came out, it came out from a situation where there was a famine, there was no food, and you know the forefathers by then tried to put themselves together.
The little they have, the corn little which is left with them, they put it into farming, and they wait for a certain time, which comes out seasonally as growth. And they harvest, and with the harvest, they have to hook to Omo.
Okay.
Omowo, Omoyi.
Okay. Omowo.
We hoot. Away the food was.
Oh, okay. So it's like you hoot away the food that actually wasn't in existence, but now you have it in abundance.
Yes.
You share among yourself as people.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And a few things also which back Omowo to be very sensational is even when you have you are quarreling with your family or your people or any other tribe.
Okay.
You all come together and then pour libation and then bring everybody together.
Okay.
That is part of it.
Okay.
And it is the most important because when you live together, you grow together, you build together, you create one foundation.
Okay.
And because we are not having it properly these years, the Ghana is becoming a big problem. We're having few problems in the Ghana
Okay.
because everybody wants to be a leader when it is not his role.
Okay.
You see,
Wow.
so I continue.
Yeah, continue.
Yes, I'll be much glad that I will put a little advice to whoever, not especially who are Ghanaians, but those who are in Accra, that we all have to team work our life together as people of Ghana.
Okay.
And then
unity, they say strength.
yes. Then we gather our strengths together, our mind together, our hopes together, our spirit together, and without that we cannot build.
Okay.
And we hope the Accra is becoming bigger and bigger all times.
Day in, day out.
Day in and day out. There's more developments, which even now to me I don't think it's enough. We need more development in Accra, and without togetherness, we can never reach our goal.
There's no way.
I plead on everybody who, especially who is a Ghan, outside Accra, outside Ghana, outside Africa, and during these times, we know people come from outside to celebrate.
That is it. Okay.
When you come to Ghana, the little mind you have, or little plans you have, you come together with your family, and then you plan together and then help to rebuild. Because building or rebuilding cannot be done by a single person.
That's it.
It should be a united front.
Okay. All right. Now, thank you. You've given us the overview of the Homowo Festival, how it is being celebrated, and of course the historical background, as you really did mention. So we even, or probably I deduced from it that celebrating the Homowo Festival, one of the pivotal role is that it brings unity among all the clans that you have. You know, if there is any kind of dispute here and there previously, this is the time that, you know, you need to heal the wounds in the form of unity and the stuff like that. And also, I think remembering those times when there was a serious famine and when there was no food, but your great grandfathers actually, or parents, came together
with the little they have, with unity ship, they plant and wait for a while, they harvest and then celebrate and then shout against hunger.
Oh, okay.
That's the Omowo. It's a shout against hunger.
Oh, okay.
You see,
hooting against
hunger.
Okay.
Yes, you are right. So wonderful, please, on my behalf, all what is going on in Accra, let's use this year celebration to plan very well among ourselves. And it's not a matter of everybody is trying to be a chief. It's not that.
It's
being a chief alone cannot help. A chief being installed as a chief, you still need your people to work together.
That is it. You can't.
But when you celebrate yourself as chiefs, then the chiefs become many, and then work cannot go on well, development cannot go on well, and then you will not reach the stage you want to be.
Definitely.
So I plead on the Ghans today that all what has went wrong on other side of our life, we try to have ourselves together and merge, be together, think together, try to be one. As in we have something which normally says in every year, when the year comes, we greet ourselves with that. We say, oh, afi na akpeo, but nani na wo. What you born, I don't think go back for it. Where you know, koja no do it. What bole kutu work with. Ose yati, obro yati, woyanu wanu, okodia na ajo. All these things is in English.
Okay.
It says like the year has come to meet us, and today we have to be together to celebrate.
To celebrate it.
In this celebration, when we live together.
Okay.
When we dance together. When we put bucket or well down, the well should be full with water. That I may drink, you also drink some.
Okay.
That is much togetherness.
Okay. All in the form of togetherness.
All in form of togetherness.
Okay.
That particular verb or whatever,
proverb,
the proverb, even teach you how to live brotherly.
Oh, okay.
Because it sounds brotherly. Everything you say among, they say, well, bro, yati, that's what, you know, one broom like this,
yes.
A single broom cannot do anything.
Yes.
But when a full broom with fold can do a lot.
Or even a stick of broom can easily be broken. But when they are tied together, it will not be possible for you to break it. All right.
So these are few things which governing the we need to be together. And as I was saying, it was not so when I was very young, when I'm seeing Accra.
Yes,
there are few things which we are all lacking in Accra today. We are not trying to be together. We're only looking for power. When we don't know the hour to look for the power.
Okay.
I hope when we will come together, we will know who is chief,
certainly,
who's supposed to be chief at this time. We can go further. We'll be losing much of our things because we are not together. Our land, so many other things, which important things which the Ghanaians are losing because we are not together. So I hope every Ghan have to get back to his senses and get closer to his brother or brotherhood, and then see how best we can join hands together. And few things which I would like to hand up with.
Carry on.
Yes, few things which I would like to advise the Ghan. The Ghan youth have to foster education, which our great grandfathers were doing. We hope they may have first idea. It's not going straight to find money, but you go to school and educate yourself very well, your sons or your children very well, that they can make it. It's very easier to make it when you have good education, than going straight to lifetime business. The education pays a lot in every area of life. There are few things which we also have to learn, that the old Ghans who started life in our colonialism, we have most of the Ghans few scholars. Like I can't remember the names, but I know the first doctor, the surgery doctor, was a Ghan. Was a Kwoti. He was a typical Ghan. And few doctors, few lawyers also come from Ghana.
Even international man, Professor Kwoti, this mathematician, I just forgotten his name. But you carry on, we will be able to come out with those.
And the Ghana shouldn't lose hope. They still have to put their children into school, guide them, protect them, and then let them know that our history is most important. And with that, they may be able to be regarded as one of the big people in the city, big fishes in the city.
All right. Thank you, Nana. You are still watching CTEC TV, of course, the CTEC show on the CTEC TV. And we are here, or we are still here with Nii Kakaban, the first Tantra here in Mantsewith. And we are having this interview proud to the upcoming celebration of the Homo Festival. He has actually given us what entails in the celebration of the Homo Festival. It's all about togetherness, oneness, unity. They say is strength. So whichever way that we celebrate it, we should foster it in mind that we are doing this thing in the form of unity and the rest. Now let us quickly, we don't have that much time, but let us get into it. Because we have the Teshi people, we have the Labadi people, we also have the Nungwa people. But what so far, as far as me being not, of course, original Ghan here, but I'm on the Ghan soil here, so far that I've witnessed, sometimes you just witness that the Teshi people celebrate theirs at a given period of time or at a given time. Then the Nungwa people too also dance DS. You understand it? And I don't know that of the Tantra here. So are you also going to do it together, or which enclave do you also part of it?
Yeah. What I normally do, and then I just want to foster unity within my Tantra here.
That's what we need.
Here, traditionally, it was Ofanko chiefs who normally take care of Tantra for the ascents too. For ascents too.
Okay.
Because Ofanko, by then, this place was not developed. It was only Ofanko which was developed. All these places, the farming area. So it was essential to Ofanko people to take care of this place. So what I normally do is that I don't want to be separated or trying to do any new thing which I didn't see
contravene the normal traditional
I want
setup.
us to be together.
So
Ofankos celebrate Omowo after the Gamashi have done it the following week. The following week, that was the 20th, and I go to Ofanko to celebrate with them. Just to foster unity.
That's right.
Yes.
Good.
So I don't normally spring quickly in Tantra Hill because when Ofanko does, it's all.
It covers all. You are the same enclave.
Yes. So what I do is that I go with my team to Ofanko to assist, to be part of the celebration.
Wow.
Then I come back to take care of my people within the area, and then the few things which I have plans which I have for the next future,
you let them know.
And now we have to plan what we are lacking in Tantra. I discuss with them. I'm planning to go more further, even in years to come. We see to it that every child in Tantra Roman Hill goes to a school very well. And we planning if we can acquire. I'm planning to discuss few things with an Austria Benevela Association that they will come in to help few people within my sector in the next future. I'm planning to have a palace in Tantra, to have a palace in Tantra that whatever you need. I'm negotiating with Go Star Airline. The new airline which is coming, so that they may have office in Tantra that will serve from here up to Amasama enclaves. Yes. And then I'm planning to have a TEF, which is Tantra track, football field in Tantra, which I'm negotiating with people to come and do that for us. And I have few other things. And I'm getting more closer to some few allies who are ready to be part of Tantra development. We have Tantra Development Association in Tantra, which the secretary is Mr. Ampofo. I would like you to put it in. Yes. Mr. Ampofo, we are trying to get Tantra very united, and few things which is not being done here, or we help the government to rectify. We help the government to rectify, and because in development, it's not the government alone, or the people in the area also have to
all hands on deck.
All hands on deck. I believe in that, and I hope with a few time we were able to do few things. One, Dr. Labi, and some few other ones. I can't mention their name because I don't have it on my lips.
That's it.
And I hope we may build a future. I wanted to tell all my fellow friends or any other sister families in Tantra that I'm ready to unite with everybody who comes to me so that we can work for a common goal, not divisional goal. I want everybody to come to me as a chief. Whatever plans you have, either from other family or your family is part of Tantra or whatever, we come and work as a team. Well, I'm not making difference, because a job for a chief is not only to deal with property.
That's it.
It's you make sure you unite or you organize the people within the setup, and you become a united front that you can fight for one common goal.
Thank you very much. What Nana just said is very, very fantastic. So I'll entreat all those living at the Tantra Hill. I mean, talking about the residents. You can see and hear from Mantsewith, that is Nii Kakaban the first. He has a good plan, in fact, in terms of developmental projects to uplift the image of Tantra Hill. Is very, very, very great, and that of his paramount interest. So as he said, or rightly said earlier on, he has already put certain things in place, and plans are far in advance. So he can't do this thing alone. He needs your support. And when this support also comes in, it all actually depends on you being coming together in a unified force. And at the end of the day, Tantra Hill will be one of the best suburbs in Accra that you know. So probably you heard him yourself. So make sure you rally behind him, no matter what. We are actually there with human society. So sometimes differences here and there will automatically will crop up. But we should find a way of bringing things together, especially when we are celebrating Manana coming. It seems
yes, I wanted to put onto the people in Tantra's notice.
Okay.
That development cannot be done without money.
Certainly.
So I'll plead on their behalf, whatever mistakes or whatever is done, they must be able to pay their yearly rent, taxes, concerning building permits and some few other things with the assembly. That it will also assist the assembly to generate money for our roads, our waters, and few other things which have to be done for us.
That's right.
I plead on them behalf. I know some few other ones may not like the way, but it's the way. That is the way we can do.
Sometimes
to develop.
we need to take certain actions.
And I'll plead on everybody that before a development can be done, we need a proper finance.
Okay.
And if we dwell on that, and to assist the assembly, the Ganot assembly, to grow by finance, we also use our documents to show them that look here, we are doing our best, so they should come.
That's it.
Up to our aid.
So like we should help yourselves first. Then the assembly of Federal and government also will come in, because it's not solely their responsibility. You also have. All right. Okay. Yeah. So Tantra Hill residents, I believe you are listening to your Manche. Yes, I'm talking about Nii Kakaban. And please, let me also take this opportunity. I don't want to meddle with this chieftaincy issue anyway, but I'm using this opportunity. If you know you are not in line of the royalist, please don't just, instill yourself, because sometimes what we are experiencing is that those who actually have money, they may not come from the lineage, they may not come from the royal lineage, but they will use something. So at the end of the day, please, we are pleading with you. When you are royal, definitely to come to your turn. Nii Kakaban the first, when he was Nii Douglas Nii Tego, he never thought he would become a Manche. But once he was in line, now Nana, let me hear your voice on that one too.
Yeah,
briefly.
I'm much grateful about what you are trying to explain to my people.
Okay.
I love everyone who is just close to me. Not even all close ones, but extended ones. Like you said, you cannot install yourself as a chief.
That's right.
When the paramountcy have not chosen you.
Okay.
And with the choices to be crowned, you have to be given to the paramountcy. If it's your turn, they install you. If it's not your turn, you wait for it. And I'll advise some few other ones, or not myself, but in general, yes. That let us all wait for the good time to come.
That's it.
That will help our nation, because with the divide and rule, it doesn't take us far. And we don't understand each other. We don't do things accordingly because there's a division.
Okay.
I hope if we be coming together as one common family, we know things will go well with us. I'm much grateful that I'm having an opportunity to share some few ideas with my people, and I hope with that it will bring us to power.
That's it.
Yes. I was installed by Ascendant Stool because I belonged to the Paramount Stool.
Okay.
And the Paramount Stool was able to set up my lineage to this area.
Okay.
And I'm ready to help my Paramount Stool. In every area, they will call me.
Okay.
And with that, I have to be a supporter to my Paramount anytime.
Okay.
And you're swearing, you are being swear that when they call you morning, evening, midnight, you have to wake up and go.
So you need to go by the oath that you've sworn.
You have to go by the oath that you swear. And then I'm advising everybody, let's come together.
That's it.
Don't let us live separately. As one Asene client, whoever is in Asene and you want to do something, you can come to me.
That is it.
We can plan together and we go for one common goal.
That is it.
And that would be one of the greatest issues on our living in Tantra Hill. Yeah.
All right, lovely viewers. Nana has said it all. I believe you are just watching and listening to him live. So please, a word to the wise is enough. We are all clamoring for peace. And before this peace and tranquility can prevail, it all depends on us, our actions and inactions. Whether you have the peace or not, it all depends on our actions and inactions. So more especially that very clan Nana mentioned, please follow certain protocols. Yes, because no matter what, you can't just sit at wherever that you are and calling yourself, I'm here, I'm this or that. Meanwhile, you haven't passed through certain things. And if you can recall, right from the genesis of our conversation, Nana just mentioned that he stayed with the uncle over 20 years at the palace. All this thing, they were grooming him because one day they knew very well Douglas Nii Kakaban, who is now Nii Kakaban the first, will become a Mantsewith. And now that is how the whole thing is. So Nana, I believe the people are listening to you. So
yes, I'm not careful. Yes. I wish them very well in this Omowo. All what is on their heart, they must be able to get by God's grace. And they have to plan very well. The next year, we have to come together as one. The next year, we have to come together as one. I hope in my heart, I take everybody.
That's it.
Like I have few things to say concerning that. I take everybody who comes to me very nice.
That's it.
And they always speak about it. They say, oh, but because I was properly trained in the house of the royal,
it is having the true reflection of your kinship.
Yes. Even when there is fight, it's the same mouth you can speak and peace can come.
Exactly.
You can't take something
no machete, no gun or whatever.
You have to speak to people to understand peace.
Sure.
And I hope God should give me that wisdom and patience, power, support in every area of my life, that I'm able to be with the people so nice. And I hope with that we may reach the climax.
Sure. Well, they say a word to the wise is enough, and that's a very brief advice Nana has given out this time around. Nana, we are climaxing this show because of the time factor, because we have other things to do. Now let us go. Take us through. I believe you did mention earlier on that it is going to take off 20th, right? On that D-Day, what are we supposed to expect?
Actually, I've put invitation to some few organizations that they may come and witness, because we have some few speakers.
Which of course, CITEC TV is even one.
Yeah, one, yes.
We thank you.
As of Folk, Upclose Association, and some few other sports entrepreneurs, and then some few chiefs, and then like I told you, Ufanko people, that's it all for us. They are the mandators of here before I was in school.
That's it.
Because this Tantra is part of looking of Ufanko, and I does everything with them. I goes to them when they want to split the people. I go around with the chief. We does everything. Then after, I come to take care of the people. I use that separation as part of mine because I want us to live together. Neo Fanko and his kinship, they have a good mind about me.
That's right.
They cooperate with me in everything they do.
Because of your positive posture to them.
So I can't go away from them. So I want everybody who is in Tantra may know that Ofanko is one of our key factors that we cannot drive without them.
That's right.
They drive and we drive. They may know that. I'm not here to make division. I'm here to bring togetherness to the table.
That's right. Now, thank you so much. There's a saying that if you go to Rome, you do what Romans do, and for that stuff. With the first part of it, we change our language because this is going to international. But I want you to, change your tongue to the local dialect. That one is supposed to be brief. All what we just said, so that my people over here will listen to you in the Ga language.
Okay, Shida, play chofile, gaha edromo, ake afi eti ebanina weko. Tekwe travel kwe chukwe travel shi edromo na nwoyo mene ke ya keje ni sochile ni woji afi shishi ni afile yeli mi ebi oni wo fin ikomefe mo a no game wo yomo fi onu woke nga wo keje shafi ni afi o afi ani bani na wo yi afi na akpe opa nyu ani na wo yego alon tebi wo aka fo oti woye nu wonu ko di ana ojo wo bo ya ti wo sin ya ti wo fe momo wo sa fi e wo jo mo ina ni wo bi o na fe nu cho an ba fi wo ke wo bole kutu wo pe je mi jira mo e ko me fe mo loji no ni ewu omo no ke ya won eji omo ke ya no fi anu mi ya dro mo ke no fi anu wa fi ke ko me fe mo ba mi pe ya wo le wo he ake nyemme ke nyanyome no fiano ni wa momi ni wa fi afine nu chole ajo no ehawo mo fia mo ni yo eni yo je wo ga mepe si mo fia mo ni ko wo yo ga ni ile wa ke ga me fia me kusun ni ke ya pete wo jo mo ku ase ni echonono ile ke chongbom be afine eshe o ba ya fi oji onshi kejo lantejanwo ni wo aye no mu ni sa ochile ni ochi niji next week Saturday so ke so a obaya okankwe ke wo je okankwe oba ho ke aga ke wo ti gan ba de kusu na aga sa ji onshi kejo fanko dani abaya okankwe ayawa so ke wo je oba ho ga ni wo ke kusu agbe na for la kan bile eno niji Saturday abayi gamashi omowo awa poto na asha asene manche ba asha ni manche me fe ni o gama mi ba asha ni wo ni wo yo wo ya mi e bi ene wo ba mo fi an mo shian lo je o ba fitai ko ni asha ni le fe fo ni nyemi sumo abayi na gba tira mo ko kra ka fi mo ko no shimon wo ya ni wo ke jomo ko pa ya ni wo dwen ni wo ekomefe mo afi wo no ni no ni wo wa bi nyumbo ye wo shian efe dro mo ya wo ke ba wo we ami
Nana, you are done. Okay, so lovely listener, this is where we draw the curtain for today's wonderful interview with Nii Kakaban the first. We are in his residence. That was where we had this particular interview, and he has actually illustrated a lot of issues that I believe at the end of the day we should all help them celebrate this year's Ga Homowo Festival in the respective suburb, which of course is supposed to bring unity, or is supposed to foster unity, peace and tranquility that Ghana always clamoring for. Without your support, there is no way that we can achieve this on a silver platter. So please, I'm urging all of you, more especially those residents at the Tantra Hill, try cooperate with Nana, because all hands on deck at the end of the day, all these good policies and all the things that he mentioned he's going to do to help build the raise and image of Tantra Health, I believe they are on the sound mind, and for that matter, he needs your support. And if the support can come true, it's all rally behind your unity and the stuff like that. So thank you very much. Once again, my name is Collins Nana Ajiman. And of course, my technical person who actually made sure we had a sound, video, and picture quality, Mr. Mills. Samuel Aliasu happened to be the chief, director of this particular program. And of course, Chief Executive Officer for Citizen Eye Ghana, Alex Kwekutete. And of course, you, the cherished viewer all over the world, Africa to America, Asia to Australia, Europe, North and South, Papua New Guinea, and of course, all the countries that we know around this particular globe. We thank you for being part and parcel of this wonderful show. Until then, just stay peace. And of course, we know that with unity, we can go to wherever that we want to go. And let's all help the Ga people, whether you are Ga or this is going to both Gans and non-Gans. Once we are residing on their soil, we are all one people. Let's all come together and help them celebrate this year's Commonwealth Festival. Once again, my name is Collins.